Alright, so welcome back to our channel, guys.
We're JLM.
And this is
JJ.
I'm Low, this is
M2.
and this is our melodramatic lifestyle. So we're still on the subject of social media, is the broad subject, and we talked about social media. We talked about the jobs and consumption and living your life on social. We talked about all that. So now the last thing we're going to talk about is the negative effects of social media with everything that we talked about in the beginning. Who's going to kick it off? Jay just.
All right. So, negative effects. Let's see. I don't want to start it off.
I can start it off.
Go on.
Addiction, depression, suicide, obesity.
So there's a lot of different negative effects due to the fact of social media, because you keep seeing people doing stuff and you want to do the same things that they do, but like JJ said earlier, you might not be able to afford those things. So when you're not able to afford those things, you're going to do things that may be negative, aka sell drugs, aka rob people, aka crack cars, aka steal, aka you might do anything so you can try to consume what you see somebody else consuming, although you can't afford it. A lot of negative aspects and effects of life happen because of social media. And from my own experience, I see a lot of people getting robbed, getting their ass smoked and poked because of the things that they put on social media. You putting all this money up, you putting all these guns up, you putting all these drugs up, you putting all this on social media, but sometimes they catch you with the drugs, you ain't got no gun. Sometimes you hide a gun, you ain't got no drugs. So sometimes it's just a mix of things, and a lot of people end up like either robbing, stealing, and killing because of social media. And
I can relate to that.
About the Twitter fingers, everybody Twitter fingering and world star. When you put all that shit on social media and you talking crazy and somebody catch your ass, they knocking you out. They might shoot your ass down depending on what you said or what you did. But think about that. You getting on social media just posting pictures, posting videos, posting portions of your life, but because of the things that you say, negative effects because of what you say. Somebody might not take so lightly what you said. You might say, I'm that nigga. Somebody might not feel that. They might think, oh man, you a bitch. Damn, like, man, your bitch ass, well, you already know when I catch you, you know what this is up there. Now y'all see each other at the mall. Now the whole mall turned up. Like, people are letting online and virtual reality, they're bringing that to reality in a negative manner. Like, it's literally happening in front of our eyes. Everybody that's watching this, that's listening to this, you have, either you or somebody you know have been negatively affected by something that was posted or placed on social media, and you know it.
Yeah, because it's just like when people post about like a new game coming out, then everybody stays in their house for like a whole week straight playing that new video game. Just like how I've seen with this Nintendo Switch. Everybody's talking about this game, Animal Crossing. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't know what this Animal Crossing is, but everybody's like, oh, I need to play Animal Crossing. Let me go buy a Nintendo Switch. And those are not cheap. So people are just buy stuff that they don't need. And like with video games, they're getting them to stay in the house, and you're staying up all night long playing a video game. And
put a picture in here right here of your kids staying up all night and you trying to sleep at what they doing.
And it's just like M2 said that when she went to her dad's house, her, who was that?
My stepbrother.
Her stepbrother, he was yelling at 2 a.m. on his video game.
Let's go!
You know what I did? I moseyed to that door and knocked on it. I said, Kieran. He was on the phone, like on the little headset thing. He was like, oh no, I think that's my stepsister. I said, make me come in there and punch you in the face.
See, look, negative effects. Like, you are on there staying up all night. Now, your body needs sleep. But that's negative health effects. So, speaking of negative effects, do you know anybody that posted something on social media that somebody ended up coming up to them off of social media?
Probably in like high school, and it's mostly like through like text or something, or if people like post something shady on Facebook, everybody's like, next time I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass, or something like that. Or I don't know, just something stupid. and they're just talking about people behind their back. That's pretty much how it was.
Now, this is the crazy thing about what she's saying about talking about people behind their back. People get on social media and talk about people, but they do not tag them, nor do they put their name up there. But everybody know who they talking about. That's what shade is. So you talking about this person as if don't nobody know that you talking about this person, and now this person wants to say something / do something to you, and that's a negative effect from it. What about you?
I can relate to what you said earlier when you said that people be posting stuff on social media and then people come and rob them, do this. I literally lived through that situation. I was supposed to be going out to the last day that this club was going to be open in Cedar Falls. It was 2-pack. There was only letting one in, one out. So my friend came and got me with some other people that we go to high school with. We're really cool with them. First time that we ever hung out with them, and just so happened, one of them used to sell weed, whatever, do what he do. And he was posting it on his Snapchat or whatever. So somebody that he never even smoked with before was like, yo, you trying to smoke up, whatever? He was like, sure. He bring his friends over. They robbed the whole thing. Me and my friend Darian, we took off running. My phone got stolen, but I got my shit back because I had nothing to do with that. But whole time it's like we knew who did it, and it was like, and you can find your iPhone. I knew whose house it was because it was like 2 streets over from my house where I lived at, so I knew who it was who had it, but they turned it into the police station, so I got my shit back because obviously I didn't have anything to do with that. But still, I was pissed because it's like, damn, first time you hang out with somebody, shit go left, we could never hang with you again because you was with too much shit. Like that just stressed me out. That was the worst. I've never had to deal with anything like that before.
That's the same thing of like when people go on live and start talking about something. Like, Lowe's showed me so many videos of people going on live, showing their location. People know they have beef with some other people. And then, next thing you know, they get shot on live or they just end up dead somewhere else.
Don't go live outside when you in beef. That's not safe, ladies and gentlemen. It's not safe.
Finito.
That's negativity. Like, some people indulge so deep in that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get my disclaimer right here. I would never say back down to a man. I would never say back down to a woman. I would never say don't stand up for yourself. I would never say that you should just take people's shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you are being the antagonizer, you have to understand that you can only put a cat in the wall so far, and when they touch their back to it, there's only one way for them to come out. They gotta come forward, which means they're gonna come towards you. People on social media so much that eventually they're going to want to do something to you because you're affecting their reality life. People are getting in relationships. Let's say I'm in a relationship with a girl. Bam. Next thing you know, that's my boo. Put her online. Everybody, boy, I know you ain't with that hoe. I know, boy, that bitch was sucking dick. She was fucking niggas. She was doing. Now you got all this going on. Now you. Man, see, look, I thought this was the one. You thought that was the one, and now they didn't got you to basically dump this girl when the whole time they could have been lying. They don't even know the girl. But because you feel that and you think that, and they didn't embarrass you in front of everybody on social media, you done just messed up your whole relationship. So it's like it can go both ways with a man or a female. Like, so it's like you got to just understand and be wary of how things that you put online may affect you in reality, because there's a lot of negative effects, and you got to be understanding that you got to duck some of them punches, like for real.
I mean, other than that, like they could have had something against the girl too. So, I mean, you got to pick and choose who your friends are, who to be with, because you never know what's gonna get brought up.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody could lie on somebody's name, so don't believe anything. You don't believe everything somebody says about somebody else unless you know for a fact that it's true.
Valid sources.
Yeah, definitely. Like you just got to make sure that you got to understand whatever there's an effect. So when you put something online, you got to be ready for the effects that come with what you put online. You put something positive on there, somebody might end up saying like, "Oh man, that really ain't you." Because I know people that put positive stuff online and that really ain't them. What I said, like, no, I just know that it ain't them. I ain't gotta put them on blast. Like, no. I don't like having Twitter fingers. I bite my fingers, so I can't be having Twitter fingers. But it's like when you really, really, truly think about how this social media stuff has affected society, it's affected society so deep that people are putting false information online, and then people are literally following that. I'm gonna put this up here right now. President Donald Trump said, jokingly, we should inject those with COVID-19 with disinfectant. It's legit, literally, a nurse that's on her way to prison right now because she killed 5 patients because she put bleach in their IV. I think that's how they gonna get rid of that stuff, but she didn't kill 5 of these patients, 4 of these patients or something. And, you know, shout out to all the families, you know, sorry, send our condolences to the families that passed due to that nurse and everything. But it's like, this stuff is crazy. Like, so you gotta understand that. Do your own research from what you see on social media. Also, when people put negative stuff on social media, you might want to steer clear of it. But if you about that life and you want to be with it, go ahead, be with it. But I'm telling you, a lot of people can't swim with them sharks out there. And sharks eat sharks. Like, so y'all got to be understanding that, like, the weakest shark gonna get ate. So if you don't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying that, it's gonna be up to you. But social media, full of sharks, full of dolphins, full of piranhas, full of guppies, full of, what's them little things that be shocking people?
Eels?
Electric eels.
No, not the electric
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Oh.
They got jellyfish, eels. They got horse. What's the horse? The horse. Seahorses. There's all type of things on social media. Like, so you gotta just watch out for the sharks though. Like, so there's a lot of sharks out there as well. So that's all I gotta say on the negative effects of social media. Anything you want to say to end it off?
Watch out what you're doing on social media.
That's about it.
That's all we got. So this is the episode, or this is the group of episodes on social media, and this is the end of all the videos. So we gonna holler at y'all.
Bye, friends.